MSN is reporting Bray Wyatt, known for the Wyatt family and the Fiend, dies at 36. That's fucking terrible. And he was a third generation wrestler. Yeah. His grandfather was Blackjack Mulligan, and his father was Mike Rotunda. And his uncles, Barry Windham, Kendall Windham. Because his mom was Blackjack Mulligan's daughter. Yeah, fucking terrible.
Did they say what happened?
I don't know.
Because another guy died in an accident, didn't he? The one not too long ago in Jersey.
Oh yeah, that was Jay Briscoe.
Yeah,
that was Jay Briscoe. Fucking girl was texting and driving. She was texting and driving. She crossed the center line and hit Jay Briscoe, killing him instantly and nearly paralyzing his two young daughters. And I tell you what, as a lifelong wrestling fan, and my favorite manager of all time is Jim Cornette.
Okay.
I have a special affinity for tag team wrestling because I grew up a huge fan of the Midnight Express, Jim Cornette's tag team. Their matches with the Rock and Roll Express shaped a lot of my pro wrestling tastes. And then you had guys like Shane Douglas and Johnny Ace, the dynamic dudes. Johnny Ace was fucking terrible, but I always loved Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas and Ricky Steamboat were a good tag team. Then you had Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. They were fucking fantastic. And nowadays, everybody that you essentially have two groups of wrestling fans now, as far as tag teams go. You have ones that swear the Young Bucks are the greatest tag team ever, Nick and Matt Jackson. They're a modern day Hardy Boys that don't know how to sell and just do flippy shit for the sake of doing flippy shit. And then you have people that are fucking right and say the best tag team going right now is FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. If you say they're the best tag team going right now, you're right. The other one you could have made an argument for were the Briscoe brothers, were Mark and Jay Briscoe. But unfortunately, Jay passed on.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you want to fucking see like what tag team wrestling should be, there's a trilogy of matches between FTR and the Briscoe brothers. You could find them on YouTube. Oh my God. So good. But yeah, Bray Wyatt, 36 years old. His brother is Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Yesterday we lost Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Now Terry's been in ailing health for quite some time. He was in a nursing home. And he was also 79 years old.
Correct.
Amazed he lived that long with what he's done.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
The dude was 50 years old doing fucking moonsaults in ECW. Off of the top of ladders. With a replaced hip already. Terry Funk,
Lord.
He always said he was middle-aged and crazy. He was. But yeah, I'm not to sound morbid, but I'm really excited to hear Mick Foley's tribute.
Oh, it's gonna be.
That's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be very moving.
Yeah, because somewhere on VHS, I have the IWA King of the Deathmatch tournament from Japan, and the main event, the finals of the tournament, is Cactus versus Terry Funk.
Oh boy! In
a no rope, barbed wire exploding ring death match.
Nice.
Yo,
I've seen small snippets of that match.
It's fucking brutal.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal. It was. Terry Funk. He's part of the only pair of brothers to ever win the NWA World Heavyweight title. Him and his brother Dory Jr. both did it. The Briscoes, Jerry and Jack Briscoe didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
No other brother tandem has ever done that. And to this day, there's one father and son tandem that's done it. Dusty Rhodes and Cody Rhodes.
Really? Yep. Dusty was around when Cody came up.
Well, no, Dusty was the NWA World Champ back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then Cody ended up winning it from Nick Aldis. But yeah, fucking absolute legend, Terry Funk. Get on the WWE Network, you son of a bitch. Watch some of my old matches. I mean, just go through the ECW shit.
He's been involved in so many iconic ones, too.
Oh, yeah.
Even the shit ones, like the dumpster match with DX.
Oh, God.
I mean, that was a shit match. No, he would probably admit it himself.
And he wasn't even Terry Funk. He was Chainsaw Charlie.
But that was his choice. It's not even like they saddled him with the gimmick.
Right.
He decided to do it.
And if you ever just... here's a tip from your Uncle Eric, folks. If you ever decide to quit your job, this is how you do it. You just leave a note on your boss's desk and say you got to go home because your horse is sick. That's how Terry Funk walked out of the WWF.
Really?
Vince, I got to go home. My horse is sick.
Oh, my.
Okay, Terry. See ya.
Wow.
Here's to the Funker.
Funk.
And here's to Bray Wyatt as well.
And Bray Wyatt, too. I know the Fiend was a bit polarizing. I actually enjoyed that gimmick.
So did I. When it was done right, it was done super right. Now, his original, the original Bray Wyatt gimmick, see, I'm not talking about when he was Husky Harris with the Nexus. When he was, the original Bray Wyatt, which was kind of a new version of the Waylon Mercy character, which is ripoff of Max Cady from Cape Fear.
Okay.
You ever see the movie Cape Fear?
Yes.
De Niro's character.
A long time ago. Yeah.
De Niro's character in Cape Fear, Max Cady.
Okay.
Back in the early 90s, a guy named Dan Spivey did a character.
I know that name.
He was part of the Skyscrapers. Dangerous Dan Spivey. He pretty big name in the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah. Did he's still alive, right?
Yeah, Danny Spivey's
I wonder
alive.
if we've actually seen him at one of the indie shows we've been to.
Doug says he's going to have to remember that. My horse is sick. But, yep, hey, work for Funk. But anyway, Danny Spivey did a gimmick called Waylon Mercy. Mm-hmm. It was a direct ripoff of Max Cady. And Bray Wyatt kind of updated it with the original Wyatt family character.
Okay.
With the Hawaiian shirt and the fedora and kind of like a cult leader-ish gimmick.
Yeah.
It was fucking great. Bray Wyatt, one of the better minds in wrestling for the modern era. But, that sucks, man. It's terrible to see that he's gone. Mm-hmm.